otherwise known as the year of tragedies. If anything bad is going to happen to us, it's going to happen in 2020. But you know what? Maybe 2020 is meant to be the year of change. The year of speaking up against injustices, finding our self-worth, and appreciating and valuing our lives more than ever. Who knows? But for now, it's time to get spooky. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and today I'm bringing you the top 10 scary urban legends from 2020, part 2. This is the second part, so if you haven't seen the first one, then check that one out as well. But honestly, 2020 itself is a scary urban legend. Starting off this countdown, we have The Game. So, legend states that the whole world is just in a game, and we're being controlled by players. I know, it sounds crazy. So, the legend states that we really don't have control over what's happening in our lives and in the world right now. Each month, we enter a new level of this game. The first level was the virus. The second level was the murder hornets. Now we are just sitting ducks waiting for what's next to come. I'm thinking a massive natural disaster or meteor strike. Moving on at number 9, we have the end of the world. So remember that huge scare that we had back in 2012 when people thought that that was going to be the end of the world? Well, this next legend states that we aren't going to make it to 2021, and that 2020 is the end of the world. Basically, people discovered that in the Ethiopian calendar, 2020 is actually 2012. Meaning that if they were right and the world was going to end in 2012, then hello, it currently is 2012 and we're gonna die. In our 8th spot, we have Nature's Revenge. So this next legend states that Mother Nature is seeking revenge on all of us. After years of polluting and killing the earth, Mother Nature is finally taking a stand. So the earth naturally stirred up this virus to give itself a break. We were at the stage of damaging it to the point of no return. So basically the virus is not only depopulating the world, but it's forcing people to stay at home. Meaning less cars on the street polluting the air, less people littering, and less factories up and running. In our 7th spot, we have The Sting. Due to our current situation, everything is now being done online. People are working from home, doing meetings on web calls, and of course, schooling is now all online. However, legend goes that the College Board was running a Reddit sting to catch AP test cheaters. Now, buckle up for this one. It's pretty wild. So back on May 10th, a couple of days before AP tests were supposed to begin around the world, a Reddit user named DINOSAUCE313 came out of nowhere. They posted a subreddit titled AP Test 2020. They then said that this is basically a way for AP students to cheat on their exams. But users were not fooled. They thought that this was way too fishy. Not only was DINOSAUCE313 a new account, but the way that they spoke sounded like an adult trying to be a hip teen. Also, they noticed that the name Dinosauce appears in random username generators as one of the options. So now people are convinced that the College Board was trying to catch cheaters through Reddit. In fact, the College Board did announce that they, and I quote, may post content designed to confuse and deter those who attempt to cheat. One individual wanted to do some investigating of their own, so they messaged him saying that they wanted to join for their AP US history test. DINOSAUCE313 responded with a link that they could use, but the link was a Grabify link, meaning that if you clicked it, they would be able to see the account's IP information. So, what do you think? Seems to me like it might have been a failed attempt to catch cheaters. Making our way down the list to number 6, we have the coughing patient. With everything that's going on right now, some hospitals are being overwhelmed by patients, and others overwhelmed by ghosts of patients. Yeah, that's right. So, one hospital believes that they are haunted by the ghost or ghosts of patients that passed away from this virus. In one section of the hospital, overnight workers have heard sounds of someone coughing when no one is around them. In fact, some nurses claim to have heard the sounds of someone breathing with a ventilator. When they investigate, no one is ever where the sound originates from. This one is pretty creepy, but also kind of sad. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with the Wandering Man. Wisconsin is filled with urban legends. In fact, I did a video entirely dedicated to that, so if you're interested, then check that video out as well. Fun fact, it's the very first video I ever did on this channel. Okay, well, this urban legend surrounds a lonely old man that is said to wander along the side of the roads. He is always seen with disheveled and patchy gray hair wearing a dirty hospital gown. The first time he was spotted, a witness called the cops thinking that this man was lost. When the police arrived at the scene, they tried to talk to him, but he would only pace back and forth. When he went to go radio for backup and an ambulance, the man disappeared without a trace. Now, over the past couple of months, there have been reports of people seeing this man just wandering the side of the highway and then vanishing into thin air when they pull over and try and help him. In our fourth spot, we have the disappearing patient. Seems like there's a reoccurring theme here with all these urban legends. So this next one is about a patient that disappeared completely from the back of an ambulance. So legend goes that an ambulance driver was reporting to a call. However, on the way to the location, they heard rustling and moaning coming from the back of the rig. One of the ambulance drivers called out to whatever was back there, and all they heard in return was a raspy, "Hello." It was probably much creepier than that, but that's like my impression of it. They pulled over to see what was going on back there, but when they opened up the doors, no one was there. However, the equipment was all set up as if someone had just been laying there with an oxygen mask on. Pretty creepy. They believe that their ambulance is haunted by a soul that passed away in the back of their vehicle. In our third spot, we have the aliens. 2020 might just be the year that we learn more about extraterrestrials. Back in April of 2020, the Pentagon released footage of what appears to be unidentified flying objects. The videos were recorded in 2004 and 2015. Legend goes that this is the government's way to formally acknowledge that there is extraterrestrial life. Okay, but why did they have to tell us in 2020, like, all we need is now an alien attack to happen? In videos, you can see what appears to be a UFO flying in the sky. One of the pilots that witnessed this phenomena and captured it on video told CNN that the disc moved in ways he couldn't explain. Apparently 1 second it was there, and then next thing you know, disappeared. So it might just be that aliens are real, and the government has been aware of this. But again, why in 2020 did they decide to reveal this information? Like, what do they really have under their sleeve? Moving on to number 2, we have 5G. I'm sure some of you have read up on all the crazy conspiracies surrounding 5G. So legend goes that 5G can cause cancer, is brainwashing us, and even cause the current pandemic. Yeah, that's right. So first off, they think that the 5G cell towers are so strong that they give out enough radiation that can cause cancer. Then they think that 5G is a tool that the government will use to make everyone fall into a docile state so that they can be more easily corrupted and manipulated. And lastly, it caused the virus outbreak. How? Well, legend goes that the 5G towers can spread the virus, or it can weaken your immune system so that you then get the virus. I mean, apparently Wuhan installed 5G towers right before the outbreak. Some even say that the towers are being put up at night so that no one notices them. It may just be all part of a grand scheme to depopulate the earth. And in our number 1 spot, we have the vaccine. So legend goes that the vaccine for COVID, when it's made, will really just be a way for the government to put chips in us. So when the cure is ready for us, we will each be implanted with a chip. This chip will allow the government to monitor our every move and watch over us. Some even think that it's a way for them to control us. Now, for the anti-vaxxers, they are at an even higher risk. Those who refuse to get the vaccine will be killed by the virus, aka the government will make sure that they die. Their main goal is to get everyone implanted with these chips. Honestly, I love chips, but not this kind. And that's all for today's video. Let's move on to our comment shoutout portion. I'll be shouting out comments from my video, Top 10 Scary Times People Disappeared, Part 3. Nola May commented, "She has a Led Zeppelin shirt!" I do. Love the band. Good band. Sharina926 commented, at 6:41, 2 exclamation marks? Yeah, I re-listened to the sentence and it kind of does say that, it kind of does sound like I say exclamation marks, but I honestly said exclamation marks, but I kind of like slurred it because I was saying it super fast. So yeah, it's kind of funny though. Explanation marks. That's my new thing. Bell's Car of Sky Clan commented, "I'm so early. I saw the notification and headed right in. Would have been here sooner, but was drawing a cat." Well, I'm glad that you have your priorities straight because that drawing is way more important than my videos. But also I kind of want to see that drawing. Are you like a really good professional drawing? Because I'm not drawing. Are you a really good professional drawing? Are you a really good professional drawer? Because I am so bad at drawing. Like, I can draw stick people okay. No, I can't. I can't even draw stick people right, honestly. And that's all the comments I'm showing out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see you. Explanation!